Obviously, the MT8. Sort the tracking out. Yeah. So I feel like death. So I thought I'd bring this out. I've not really had it here on this ramp. So I've got a feeling this is going to be nuts. Yeah. Just warm her up slowly. Not done anything to this truck because it never needs anything doing to it. I think the last time I was out with it, I'm trying to think what happened last time I was out, if anything. No, last time I was out with it was at the BMX track with this ramp, and the battery ran out quite quick. So yeah, it's not really had a run on this ramp. I've just fitted an RPM front bumper, RPM front skid. That's one thing I've done for no reason whatsoever, other than that they came back in stock. So I ordered one for me and one for my mate who's got an MT8 as well. They seem to sell out fast, those RPM front skids. I've got a feeling this is going to absolutely fly off this ramp. Yeah. Here we go. So easy to control, this car on 6S. So easy. It's absolutely brilliant. Quite likely to blow a suspension on this. That was horrible. Ah, she's good. Thought the battery had come out. Yeah, these shocks are pretty much out of the box, other than the extra bumper bits I've put in. These are stock shocks. And what happens with these on big jumps is the little C-clips come off inside. C-clips, E-clips, C-clips. So when that happens, you can't really tell by looking as much, but when you feel them, they'll just feel dead springy. You basically lose all the oil, or the dampening effect of the oil, because the piston's blown off. There is a fix for this, which is to use armour internals, which my friend James, or Captain Could of RC, discovered, along with another pal of mine. So yeah, there is ways to improve it. Got to stand quite far back because this could quite easily hit me. Oh, that was a good one. Let's have a look what that's done. I hope you can see. Oh my god, it's pulled the battery box out. Do you know what, that's the second time I've done that. I pulled the battery box out. It's ripped it straight out, look. Funny enough, hasn't actually disconnected the battery. Yeah, it's took it. Oh, bollocks. I mean, I could strap it in tight, but yeah, so that one's gone. That one's alright. See, the suspension's gone on that. Fronts are okay, but yeah, so with that ramp your suspension can go. So what I'll try and do is, if I wrap it around there, look, if it'll reach. Ah, no, it won't, it's not big enough. Trying to secure it. No, it won't. It's a pity. Ugh. So yeah, that didn't last long, did it? I think it's ripped it out as well. It's like ripped it out the screws. But it was a nasty landing right on the side. Probably put a lot of force on that with that battery. I suppose that's what happens when your battery trays aren't built into the chassis. Obviously on the Traxxas they are, aren't they? They're kind of built in. Whereas with these, it's strapped on top. So it's subject to the forces of push and pull, innit? So you wouldn't tell that suspension's gone by looking at it. But basically, All it's got now is a spring. If you watch it, you can see it kind of jumps up and down quite quickly. It's the left, right side. And I can tell when I'm watching it by the way it behaves. It's a little bit, well, it's like it's on a spring. It hasn't got that kind of dampening effect. But still drivable because the springs are strong. So anybody wondering what high weight middle diff fluid does, this has got an earplug in it. And if I full trigger it, it wheelies. They all will. It's a short wheelbase stunt truck, so they will wheelie. Doesn't matter what you do to the diffs, it's going to lift. But if you've got half a brain and can control your throttle finger, you can go full power on it without it diffing out too badly, because it puts all the power to all four. As I'm trying to demonstrate. So keep the front and rear diffs stock. Go heavy in the middle. Your tyres will last longer. Because you've kept the front and backs quite light, as they should be from the factory, you'll still get good control and good handling. But by having that middle diff equalising the power, it makes it a bit of a handful. But great for going in straight lines at full speed. If you kept the middle diff light, like it comes from the factory, it's a much more controllable car, handling wise, but you've got to be gentle on the throttle, because you can control that front wheel expansion by just not accelerating or coming off the gas. If you give it gas, it's going to just lift and then expand those front wheels, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Excuse me. Wow. Can't really do somersaults because I'm afraid it'll pull the battery out. That was quite far. Whoa, you bugger. I'm really struggling to line it up. You see? The tracking's out. It's annoying the shit out of me. There we go. Well, that was a bit of an anticlimax really, wasn't it, with ripping the battery out, but otherwise it drove well. And obviously, if you can tell by my voice, I'm dying. Oh, hang on, look, the battery's coming out the front. Oh. Yeah. ESC is coming loose as well. That's because of that pulling it. If you can see, look. So we're done. Short but sweet. Nothing major, nothing I can't repair. I knew that would be a little bit mental with this truck. As regards coming off that ramp, because it's quite heavy and it's got a metal chassis, and you're landing on hard surface, so there's quite a lot of shock going through it. So I suppose not really ideal for this. Not that it can't take it. I mean, if you've seen in the replays, you might see some of those crunches earlier on. It was pretty bad, and it hasn't broken anything like that. But obviously the shock absorber, battery case ripped out. So you know that may never go back in again. You might need to get. I can't remember if that goes through the middle metal section or the side plastic part of the chassis, because it has plastic sides and a metal centre. I think it goes through the plastic sides. So if that's absolutely ripped out, I might have to get a new bit for that. ESC, I'm used to those coming loose. They're only held in by two little screws. Normally a bit of super glue, that plastic super glue, that black stuff, can get them to hold again. But yeah, that's something that I'm used to that. I'm used to the ESCs coming loose. I've had the battery box break on me once before in my first one, and I've had the shock absorbers go. So they're all stuff that I know about, but I suppose they're all bits that would piss somebody off if they were new to the truck. But to me, I know they break. I'm not worried about that. The main thing is the arms, hubs and all that are all sound, so I'm happy with that. Amazing day. I've got some nice New Balance trainers on. Beautiful and